So in this problem, we are trying to find the limits visually through the graph. Right? A graph is given for a function. So the function is g of x, and we're asked to find these limits. The first one is limit of g of x as x approaches -8. So -8 is here. So as x approaches -8, right? You are on the graph. This is the function. We are on the function. So if it is close to -8, right? For example, here, we are here on the graph, right? And as we approach -8 from here, this will go down here, correct? And if I'm approaching -8 from the right side, I'm going down here. So what's the limit as x approaches -8? It doesn't exist. And later we will see, like in this case, we could say it's -infinity, but it does not exist is correct. Because when it exists, it has to be a finite number and it has to be the same from both sides, left and right. What is g of -8? Right? So it is undefined. Function is not even in the domain, right? The function is not, there is an asymptote there. And what is the limit of g of x as x approaches -5? So -5 from right, it is approaching what? Right? So it's approaching different values. So this doesn't exist. For the value I'm writing undefined, for the limit I'm writing does not exist. Okay. It doesn't matter. You can write whatever, but that's typical. What is g of -5? 4, right? That value is given. What is limit of g of x as x approaches 2? 6, right? From both sides, you are approaching 6. G of 2 is 3, this value. G of 7, x approaching 7, the limit of g of x. This problem, they've given us some characteristics, some limits and values, and we have to make up a function, make up a graph that would meet these conditions. Other than these conditions, we can make whatever we want, but these conditions have to match. Okay, so as x tends to -5, the limit should be -4. Here, it should be approaching -4 from both sides. We can make something like that, right? I can make whatever, right? But it just has to approach -4 from both sides. And then g of -5 is undefined. So the value should not be there, right? So what should I do? I can make a hole here, right? The limit exists, but the value is undefined. So we got this, we got that. G of -2 is -8. So the value at -2 is negative. So this point is on the graph. Got that. Limit x tends to -2 is infinity. Okay, so when you see that written like that, that means from both sides, it has to go towards positive infinity. Okay, so near -2, it has to go towards positive infinity. So, and then g of 2 is 7. X tends to 2, f of x, the limit does not exist. So we could, for example, make it come to 2 different points from left and right. So here we could say something like this. And from the right, we could do that, for example, right? There are many ways for the limit to not exist. We just chose to do it like this, just break it there. G of 5 is 1. So G of 5 is 1. it should ideally be the same, because the same function, right? And if you do f and g, then it becomes two functions, right? X tends to 5, the limit is -3. So here, the limit is -3. So I could do something like that. But the value is here, so here I can make a hole. Right? Because you cannot have two values, right? They already gave us the value as 1. G of 7 is -3. And limit at 7 is also -3. Right? So now in the remaining spots, you can do whatever. So we can just connect these. Okay. And here there's nothing going on, so I can connect these. And here I can connect that. Right. So they didn't say anything about the other spots. They just said these things. Other places you can make whatever.